Hey there. I am glad that you've taken an opportunity to at least play the video and connect with me because here's the key. This is not about me impressing you. This is about me giving you the backstory on why I created this amazing community. Because look, when I was younger, I loved what I did. I went to college and I went into a career that I didn't go to college for, but I truly loved it. And every time I showed up for my career, it lit me up. But then something happened, life happened. Bills and responsibilities started to show up and pile up like an elephant sitting on my chest in the middle age of 35 to 37 years old. And like a lot of people, I made the smart choice. I started to look around and I stepped away from the stuff that I loved and I started to take a more practical path, a path that I was taught to take. Leadership roles, promotions, paycheck, yeah, even planning for retirement. Everything looked great on paper. But slowly, I started to lose myself. And what used to feel exciting to me, it started to feel heavy. It started to feel tiring. And honestly, I have to admit, looking back, it was a little soul sucking. But it kept pushing through. Why? Because, well, that's what I was trained to do. And because I thought that, look, that's what growing up looks like. Make the best out of what comes at you. But at some point in my 50s, I hit a wall and I didn't fall apart, but something inside of me said, look, this isn't it. This isn't everything that life is meant to be. And I didn't know exactly what was next, but I knew that I couldn't keep pretending because it was really wearing at me. So I did what most of us try. I looked for support. Look, I looked to my friends first. I tried my family, not a good move. And I leaned into even the people that I work with. But here's the big eye opening revelation that I kind of got. They all were running the same race I was, the same mindset, the same stress, these same old beliefs that keep them stuck in the first place. So it wasn't helping me. If anything, it was keeping me feeling more stuck, playing more small because I was listening to them. But what finally shifted everything is I found a group of people that were doing life a little bit differently. They weren't reacting to life. They were creating it. They had learned how to respond to it. They were living on purpose. They were living a life by design. And I knew that's where I was wanted to go. Now, here's the truth. That kind of support that I was looking for and that I got came with a hefty price tag. I spent tens of thousands of dollars over the years on coaching, both private and group, courses, weekend retreats, just to be around the people that got it. And trust me, it was worth it. But I kept thinking over the years how other people were not going to have the same chance that I did. Not because they didn't care, but because no one was around to show them how. And most of these programs are ridiculously overpriced. They're way out of reach for any consumer. And that's why I started over the last year to create this lab. The Midlife Recode Lab is a space I wish I had back then. It's a support system that doesn't cost a fortune, but still gives you real tools, real people, real breakthroughs, and a community of people that are here to support you. You see, midlife isn't a crisis. It's a wake up call, a turning point, but you have to understand how to answer it. And most people don't. It's when we realize in life that, hey, I've been living somebody else's version of life. And now, look, I want to start living it in my terms, in my way. So no, this isn't the beginning of my story, and it's not the end of yours. Look, this is just the part where we kind of stop settling. We slam the brakes on and we start to design a life that actually feels good, that actually looks good to us. If you ever thought there's got to be more than this when you look at your life, I have news for you. There is. And there's a lot more than I think you realize. And if you're ready to figure out what looks good in your life, well, then I want to welcome you to this community. And I personally have saved a seat for you at the table. Your next step, play the next video, learn a little bit more about the Midlife Recode Lab. And once you played that video and looked at the other two files, I want you to go to the right and I want you to join us. And I look forward to giving you a seat at the table of where we get to help you. I get to help you redesign your life, regardless of where you're coming from, your circumstances, situation, or even your financials. I will show you how to change everything one step at a time because it's not just me. It is a community of people that you are choosing to step into that are going to be here to support you as well.